Hi everyone, Ed Bates again from Kilworth Chiropractic Clinic, and welcome to yet another video in this short series about health. So thus far in the series we've discussed the first of the three natural laws, namely the law of nourishment, the law of movement and the law of recuperation. And that leaves the final law, the fourth law, the law of sanitation. And as the name implies, sanitation is to do with cleanliness. And as you can probably assume and gather, this law is very closely linked and encompasses the previous three laws. Now, the reality is, as described by Dr. Fleet in his famous book, The Rays of the Dawn, the best way to think of your body is of it having two sides, an inside and an outside. And we must keep both of those clean to be healthy. Now, the greatest excretory organ in your body is actually your skin. And your skin's covered in tiny little pores called sweat glands. And these sweat glands continually help your body to get rid of a buildup of toxic chemicals within the body. Now, unfortunately, because of our what could only be described as largely unnatural lifestyles, the unnatural environment we're living in, considering our sedentary lifestyles and our indoor existence, plus all the clothes that we're wearing, unfortunately these pores and sweat glands often get clogged up and blocked, which means your body can't efficiently and effectively get rid of the buildup of toxins. If you think about it logically, we're no longer having to forage through the undergrowth with little in the way of clothes looking for our food. Because that foraging process, brushing against bushes and plants and things like that, helps keep our body, or used to keep our bodies clean and helps the body get rid of those toxins. So instead, these days, what we need to do is we need to basically shower and bathe regularly. Every single day, you need to help basically clean out those pores, clean off the sweat glands. Now, bear in mind though, that whilst your skin is a barrier, it is permeable. So you need to be careful what sort of lotions and gels and sort of washing products you actually put on your skin, because your body's going to absorb some of those chemicals. So try and use as natural a product as you possibly can. And there's certainly plenty more choice out there with natural and organic things. So that was the first thing, shower on a regular basis. So that's the outside. So what about the inside? Well, this is crucial, and this obviously correlates highly with the law of nourishment. So if your diets are full of enough fruit and vegetables and you're drinking enough water, by and large, your body's going to be able to cleanse itself. However, what you must bear in mind is that and this is maybe contrary to what you may think, the biggest acid producer in your body is not necessarily from what we eat or what we drink, but rather from what we think. Because every negative thought that you have, whether it's involving fear, whether it's involving hatred, anger, worry, jealousy, or revenge, it causes your body to produce stress hormones. And those stress hormones are highly acidic. And acid, when allowed build up in your body, can create and cause toxicity. And that can lead to ill health and health challenges. So even if you have a really good diet, maybe you need to occasionally consider going on a good cellular cleanse. Now, the Inner Clean cleanse is great for this, and I'll do a separate video on this in due course. However, in the meantime, aside from eating sufficient and enough and loads of fruit and vegetables, what you may consider doing is the following 5 tips. So number 1, make sure you start each day with a glass of warm water with the juice of a freshly squeezed lemon in it. Now, the juice of the freshly squeezed lemon is really good because that will help to reduce the acidity in your body. The second thing you can do is make sure you're drinking enough water, 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. Number 3, what you should also be doing is exercising on a regular basis. And exercise is probably one of the best stress relieving strategies out there. And also by you sweating, it helps to flush out your toxins as well. The 4th suggestion is to try and meditate. Now there's so many really good meditation apps out there, but even if you're just sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, that can help to reduce the stress levels in your body. And the 5th thing is something which you may not even consider, is make sure you get your spines checked and adjusted by a chiropractor. Why, you may ask? Well, here at Kilworth Chiropractic, we specialize in balancing the 6 systems of your body that controls and runs every single cell, organ, and tissue in your body. And that includes your elimination system. So if the nerve supply to your elimination system is not sufficient, or your elimination system is out of balance, you're not going to be able to adequately eliminate toxicity from your body. So if you happen to be suffering from arthritis or back pain or skin issues or stiffness or things like that, I would strongly suspect that your body has not been able to get rid of enough acid from your bodies. If you're not regular, if your bowel movements are not regular, you should be having at least 1, if not 2 bowel movements every single day. So if that's you, then I would suggest trying to implement some of those simple tips and strategies that I suggested. On that note, have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Cheerio.